It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the London Black Knights. 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Forbes. He dumps it off to Matthews. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They go play action here on first down. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Off the play fake. Forbes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Burrow's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Forbes. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A gain of 32 that time. Well, okay, he says, yeah, I see you, OBJ, from a few years back, but tight ends can make one-handed catches, too.
Are you saying tight ends are wide receivers as well? That's essentially what you're telling me,
I mean, the lines are becoming more and more blurred.
Look, they're extremely versatile, make all the same plays, and those gloves, they work pretty well, too.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. And Matthews has it right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Matthews. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Off play action. Forbes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Forbes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here we go. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Burrow. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Quick slant caught by Chase. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Play action. It's Burrow. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Burrow looking to pass. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He's got Ayuk once again. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Harris is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Matthews up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down. Forbes. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Forbes. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Off play action. Forbes. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Running from the gun with Matthews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Breece Hall. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow, they'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Again, it's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Forbes. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and it's second down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They go play action with Burrow. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Finding room at midfield. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Burrow, the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that can overrun your team. You got to be careful right here. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Forbes sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They run middle with Matthews. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Hall ought to give up the middle. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. When I looked at it, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He'll buy some time right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Coming right, this is Matthews. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Black Knights are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Now in a lopsided game like this, they are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow on the right side. Open is Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
1st down. Here's Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And Burrow going to throw again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here. And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right? You're asking me? Seriously? Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that. Listen, I go with what you say, my man. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Inside handoff, Matthews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Black Knights are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Black Knights 45, Bengals 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball again on 2nd down. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hall again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 88 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow him down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side. Now Burrow loses the football. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And now here is another interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pickens on the slant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Here we go. Hiking 18.
On the give, this is their fullback. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation